The logic is, firstly, when we interviewed these homemakers, we found that a significant number of them do it themselves. That's one. Second, wherever you have maids, as Dr. Prasad said, they would stand there to supervise the whole process. And as I said, for most of these households, as many as 86% or 82% of the households, they have toilets inside their homes. So they have toilets adjacent to bedrooms, to living rooms, so that when these fumes really emerge, you have other people in the family also being affected. Most of all, these homemakers themselves who stand there and supervise. It's a mix. I mean, the homemakers are affected directly also, and even if a maid is cleaning, they're affected, and even the maid is affected. For the maid, it becomes an occupational hazard because she is cleaning, toilets everywhere, so she gets exposed much more. For her also, this is a big hazard. As I said when I was setting the context, we are adding to the body of evidence against acid usage. Domestic availability of acid is a huge issue, which we expected when we started with the survey. We expected acid usage to be quite low, particularly after Supreme Court made it difficult to be made available. But we found that a large number of people are using this acid. So we are adding to that body of evidence. We didn't have that perspective in mind, the acid versus, the local manufacturers versus the branded thing in mind. We were just looking at trends of usage, and we found that a large number of them are using acids. And since a large number of them are using acids, so we conducted a study on this. Had we found the percentage to be like a 70-30 distribution between branded and acid, then we would have conducted a survey on the branded these cleaning agents.